Alright, let's see if this actually starts. We're in US East for the USA versus Canada show match. We're going to be seeing Gambit, Jacob, and garrettG going up against Lachinio, SadJunior, and Squishy Muffinz. Let's see who gets the stronger start. Of course, we love to see Jacob and his don't even have team name. I couldn't be bothered. Sorry, Jacob. I couldn't be bothered with team names. We've got the blue team against the orange team. Blue team is USA. Orange is Canada. Jacob with a hat, or not a half flip. Actually, a wave dash face off. I've never seen that before. Very interesting. To get things started. That's a new application of that move. I'd love to see more of that. And I don't know who you guys have as favorites for this one. I think, personally, that USA are the slight favorites. This is going to be a close one, though. That's going to be a really close matchup, in my opinion. And as I explained earlier on stream, but I'll do so again for all of you who are tuning in on YouTube, I did invite all of these players myself, but I think that we are, pretty close to getting the best players from both USA and Canada. Jacob with a nice air dribble pass to Gambit. Oh my goodness, he's hit the crossbar and both up. Garrett sweeping in behind. Slow shot, Squishy with a clear. But like I was saying, Garrett and Jacob are both members of they're members of NRG and Exodus respectively, and those have been the two most dominant teams in the US for quite a long time. So it only makes sense that the USA team has one of each. Oh, Jacob with a backflip pop to get on the end of his own rebound. What a follow-up by him. Not the most organized defending. We see Squishy Muffinz just getting a little bit caught out by that. And Jacob with the solo plays, just getting the first goal of the game. And Big Blind, by the way, thank you for the resub 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate the support, dude. But yeah, like I was saying, Garrett and Jacob, both members of the two most dominant teams in US online competitions. And Gambit was, of course, a big part in Gamers 2, formerly IBP, qualifying for the LAN finals in the RLCS Season 1. And of course now he is the coach for G2, but he is still a fantastically good player. And another bit of trivia, we were supposed to have Rizzo as the third for Garrett and Jacob, but I think he slept in, so with Gambit, very thankful to him for actually subbing in for USA. And so far so good for them, as Lachinio with a dodgy clear straight towards Gambit, who was waiting in the middle for that one, but he went for the double jump fast aerial rather than a single jump. And well done, Jacob actually just waiting for Lachinio to miss that ball. This has been very controlled stuff from the USA team so far. This will be a best of 7, and I'm expecting the USA to be the team who are trying to be controlling the ball, going for passing plays, and expect to see a lot more solo plays out of Canada, because Lachinio, Squishy Muffinz, those guys are mechanical geniuses, but they have been called into question defensively in the past. They are both very young players, very talented players. And SadJunior is actually teammates with Jacob, so a little bit of a rivalry here. NRG, both of them getting signed up by Shaquille O'Neal's organization. It's pretty cool for them. I'll be very interested to see how that goes. And a pretty timid game. Usually, it's not rare to have a timid game won in series like these, where both teams are trying to feel each other out. They don't want to get absolutely hammered in game 1. And Jacob's solo play, solo goal, the only thing that separates these two teams at the moment. I'd say Jacob has been the most influential player in the game for game 1. He's controlled the play very well. But that could all change. This is a best of 7. So there's a long time for these teams to figure out how to play with each other, because of course these guys are familiar with each other. Oh, the knockdown from Garrett to Gambit, and the shot, he just popped it forward. That's a very Gamers 2-esque play right there, with one player being down the field, and right now where Squishy is, just waiting for the pass forward and then using the roof of their car to pop it on. That's really Gamers 2-esque, and a nice goal by Garrett, getting the interception on the poor clear coming out of Canada. And that doubles the lead. Lachinio didn't get that ball to safety. Squishy turns in no man's land, and Garrett with the shot in the bottom left corner. 2-0 for USA. Will they be able to keep the clean sheet? That is the question at this moment. Because if they can completely shut out this very talented Canada team, that could be a big statement going into game 2, and indeed the rest of the series. And I see all the USA chants in chat. That's what I like to see. As Garrett, I don't think he has enough boost to be going up for that one. He's just going to try and take it away from SadJunior rather than put it on target. That's pretty smart play. Something I expect to see a lot more from USA than from Canada, but Squishy gets one back. The talks of clean sheets are where as Gambit trying to go for the back pass, but Jacob isn't at home, and there it is. Free open net for Squishy. He's not going to miss from that range. Gets the first goal in the game for Canada. He actually leaves the goal open. So do USA, as both players backing off to get the boost in the far corner. And a nice read by Squishy gets a hard clear towards Garrett, but Garrett spots Jacob lingering at the edge of the box. This is a bit risky though for USA to be all pushing out like this together. Chance for Canada as the pressure starts to mount. That was a big chance for Lachinio. Looks like Squishy and SadJunior are both waiting for it in the center. Oh, and there it is! Squishy gets his second goal of the game. If there was any question as to whether Squishy should be involved in this team, I think that answers that question. What a rebound. Squishy passing it to himself off the backboard. Beautiful stuff by him. SadJunior just there to make sure that the goalkeeper has to second guess himself before going for the ball. Suddenly we have a tie game. Gambit and Jacob both getting each other away, but Gambit says, get out the way, Jacob, I've got this one. He takes the lead for his team. Jacob actually, should have been taken out of the game by SadJunior, but SadJunior missed his challenge, and that left the near post wide open for Gambit. USA take the lead yet again. Still 24 seconds left on the clock. Time for Canada to try and get the comeback. And it's been quite interesting to see Garrett has actually been taking up the more defensive role for this team. I expected Gambit to be the player sitting back more, but we have actually seen Gambit pushing up, looking to get on the end of a lot of redirect plays. One more chance for Canada, but Jacob is there to deny them any space. Gambit lets the ball touch the ground. 1-0 USA, and I think you all know what's coming. It's time for the Mobile One High Performance Overlay. Let me just get that up for you guys. Oh my goodness, my caps lock key is on. Wait, Mobile One, please. There we go. Mobile One High Performance Overlay. Bang. Incredible. How does he do it? Look at that. I can even make it smaller so it doesn't take up all the screen. I'll put it there. Oh, no I won't, because that's not in a good place. There we go. We're ready. garrettG is not ready apparently. Maybe he's gone to take another poop. We did have to delay the start of this show match because Garrett was pooping, and now he's back. But maybe he forgot to wash his hands, but now he's gone and remembered to wash his hands. Turn up the volume. Oh yeah, you're right. I should probably turn up the in-game volume. That's got to be really quiet for you guys. Sorry, I turn it down when I'm playing and then I forget to put it back up for the stream. My bad. Thank you for reminding me, Twitch chat. But USA take game one. Couple of goals from Squishy, make it a close game. But he really needs the rest of his team to step up. Jacob with an uncharacteristic whiff in the midfield. Gets the demo, probably by accident, on his teammate SadJunior. But they are not teammates today. Today they are enemies. In fact, they used to be playing against each other back when Gambit was in the original Kings of Urban. Way back it was Gambit, Kyle, and I believe Fireburner. And then Jacob replaced Kyle. So Gambit and Jacob have been on a team before, quite a long time ago. And that was back when SadJunior was on Kronovi's team. Of course, a lot of people might be asking, why is Kronovi not playing for the USA team? How can this be USA's best team if Kronovi isn't playing? But that is just purely because I did let Jacob and Garrett choose who their third would be, because they are the two players who are probably, in my opinion, the most consistent performers for online play. And Squishy, oh my goodness, right after getting the lead, he completely flops his front flip. He only presses X one time, and then Jacob hitting it straight down the middle, net wide open. I've got to say it, Canada, what are you doing leaving your net open like that? That's an absolute let off. Welcome to America, says Garrett. And Jacob with a half flip on kickoff to secure that boost. These guys, of course, do love to go for the boost on kickoff, something I'm not entirely in favor of. Oh, that was a good pass forward, but looks like Lachinio was not able to get in the end of it. Lachinio's been very quiet so far. Expect to see more from him as this series progresses. Expect to see more from him as this series moves forward. He was trying to do a wave dash kickoff. Well, whatever he was trying to do, it didn't work. I'm not sure if wave dash kickoffs are even faster. Oh, that's not a good touch by Squishy. He's actually nearly own goaled it, and he's gonna have to wait for Lachinio to come back and help him. That was not a good touch. Squishy seems to be tilted. Going 2-0 down could be a bad thing for this team because SadJunior is, of course, the oldest player. As the double demo from Jacob to sweep and clean the back line of Canada. Absolute savagery coming out from him. Lachinio trying to get the pass forward to Squishy. Can't get the angle that he was looking for. And patience from Gambit, something that we used to see from him a lot back when he was on the main roster for IBP before the LAN finals happened. Garrett looking to get this forward. Jacob's up, goes for the reverse aerial, but Lachinio's there to contest him, and now Lachinio a little bit panicky on the clear, but he manages to dribble the ball forward awkwardly. Oh, Sad over the ball. Squishy's forward as well. Everybody's kind of throwing themselves at the ball with not much hope. And Jacob, oh, he went for the pinch pass, but he couldn't get it into the middle. Ball does tend to stick to the wall in that situation. It's not easy to get it center. Been very impressed by Jacob so far. Very calculated play. He's not at all fazed by this big occasion, representing his country on the biggest stage of his life. I talked to all of these players before the game, and they said that this is the most nerve-wracking and honorable and, you know, just all-around biggest experience that they've ever had in all of their lives combined. So it really is a huge occasion here. And USA rising to that occasion, taking down game one. Oh my god. Gambit just smashing Squishy out of his half. And there's a shot by the aforementioned Lachinio now following up, and he finds that top corner. Beautiful placement on the shot by Lach. Squishy goes for the bottom corner. Jacob can't get the ball to safety. And then Jacob actually forced to jump over Lachinio, who stuck around to cause some disruption. Great, or rather Squishy who stuck around to cause disruption. That was a fantastic finish by Lachinio. Upper corner. Jacob got to be called into question right there. He didn't. Ooh, Gambit nearly on goaling. He does get the ball to safety and follows up. Nice touch by Gambit, and again he's still going. Unfortunate that he couldn't keep up with that one. Would have looked really cool had he managed to collect that ball after those touches. Is Jacob going for the center? Garrett to Gambit to Jacob. Oh, and there in comes Canada. Spoiling everything are these boys. My camera work is so difficult, I'm not gonna lie. This is this is tricky stuff. A nice play there by Lachinio. He saw SadJunior coming in and he just rotated back. Something that I love to see is trust in your teammate to come in and take that ball. Just rotating out of his way. Oh my goodness, Jacob on the breakaway. He's actually got a goal here. How did that go in? Lachinio says sorry. As we see Jacob. Oh, Squishy actually coming far too far forward there. Lachinio missed a challenge on the wall, and then Squishy was actually the player who was out of position. That's very unfortunate for Canada. They were doing so well, rotating perfectly, but they didn't challenge one after another. And what I mean by that is, what Canada have been doing so well is when one of them steps up to challenge, there's always been backup, one player following. But that was not the case right there. Oh, nice play by Lachinio. Goes for the Octane 50-50, just parks his car sideways. I think everybody in this lobby using Octane, apart from Jacob and Gambit. So the entirety of Canada preferring the spoilered variety of cars. Just autocam. Sorry, I hate autocam. I don't use autocam. I'm sorry if you prefer autocam. This is my stream. I do what I want. Oh, Jacob somehow gets the ball center. Nearly got the ball past his former teammate SadJunior. And don't worry, they're only former teammates for today. There's SadJunior denying the clear. Beautiful stuff. Maple syrup takes the lead. Oh, Jacob not getting the hit that he wanted right there. He really needs to hit that ball closer to the wall. SadJunior with a great move forward though. SadJunior's got a really angled down camera right here. Quite interesting to see. He's looking very far down on it. I'm not sure how that feels for aerials. Will Canada be able to stick this one out and tie up the series? Oh, SadJunior's actually got the block on the goalkeeper. What a play! Look at this play from SadJunior's eyes. No, from Lachinio's eyes. SadJunior realizes that all he has to do is prevent the clear from coming in, and he just takes Garrett out the game. What a play. Surely the equalizer in the series for Canada. Really well played by SadJunior. Getting the goal to give his team the lead, and then the bump to give his team the security Halcyon, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the support. And let me just update the Mobile 1 high performance overlay. Canada tying up this best in series. We're on to a best of 5 now, as we're all tied up 1-1. Canada sucks, says Jacob at BG. And then Lachinio says sorry. A true Canadian. Just apologizing for Jacob calling his country terrible. A true Canadian is Lachinio. That's what I like to see, dude. And this is what I like to see, a close series. These guys really going blow for blow. Squishy, Lach, and SadJunior. Most people's picks for the underdogs coming into this one, including my own. But they're holding up strong here. And an awkward save for Garrett. He does get the ball clear, and some time now. Looks like they're both going to jump at it, himself and Jacob. And oh my goodness, calculated by Lachinio. Absolutely calculated. The Maple Leaf takes the lead over the Bald Eagle. Look at that calculated finish. Gambit should not be coming off the goal line right there, has to be said. And Jacob and Garrett both going for the same ball. Another slight misplay, but Canada capitalize. Albeit with a slightly lucky deflection off the ceiling. Squishy taking 2 players from USA out the game, but good rotation by Garrett. Filling in the blank at the back. Oh my goodness, what a pass by Jacob. Actually catching Gambit mid-air. Not sure if he meant that. Oh, it looks like a bit of disorganization creeping into the ranks of the USA team right now. Oh my, no way! Another calculated play coming out. What? Look at this calculated aerial dunk by SadJunior to pass it off the post. Lachinio's there to get a second goal of the game. What a play by SadJunior. He hovered behind the ball, got the dunk on the clear, comes off the inside of the post, straight into Lachinio's grasp. What a play. SadJunior gives his team another 2-goal lead. Oh my, I'm completely blinded by the alpha boost right there. That's partly due to SadJunior's camera angle, partly due to the fact that the alpha boost has been changed. I couldn't see a thing. I was just like, sparks in my face. I'm not sure how you guys felt about that one. Canada are piling on the pressure right here. Very talented, fast roster. And it really is on to USA. Their control style that they were going for, just looking for, you know, pressure, preventing Canada from getting the clear balls that they so greatly desire. That sort of playstyle is not going to be as effective at making a comeback as it is holding a lead. So I wonder, will we see a change of playstyle coming out from the USA team? That's a little bit better. Looking for the pass out of defense, trying to get creative. Squishy's going to go for a knockdown. He can't find underneath the crossbar though. And Jacob trying to air dribble it past Lach, does do so, but Lachinio takes Jacob out the air instead. You see USA are really struggling to get the ball clear right now, as Squishy, SadJunior, and Lachinio keep up the pressure. Did I say Lachinio struggling to get the ball clear? I can't even speak right now. I meant to say USA, of course. What are USA going to try and do to get this ball out their half? It seems like passing the ball to each other out of defense is a strategy that they're preferring, which I do appreciate what they're trying to do there. That is a solid play most of the time. Because if you can redirect the ball, if you can change the angle of the ball as it comes out of defense, that usually wrong foots the entire other team. But so far, the speed of Canada just outpacing USA right now around the pitch. As Jacob tries to keep up. Squishy into the corner. Garrett with the challenge. And this is just consistent pressure by Canada. An absolute change to what we saw in Game 1 and indeed the start of Game 2. Lachinio getting forward with a nice redirect. Looks like the speed. Canada are just, they're everywhere right now. And look at the beautiful color selection by Squishy. That might be the best Canada car. I will, of course, check the others. Yeah, I'd say that Squishy's just about got the edge on SadJunior right there. Lachinio, pretty close. Slipstream, I don't know. I'd say Lachinio and Squishy's cars are both looking very good. The white boost rail is a very good touch. I like that. I very much approve. USA on the other hand, maybe that is the reason for their weakness. The car synergy not quite there. Gambit looking for Garrett. Couldn't find him without another interception coming in from Canada. And the interception is just raining in right now. Lachinio going for the rebound. He connects with the ball but not with the goal. And now Squishy with the reverse interception, going back towards his own half. Gets the ball rolling up as well. Beautifully done by Squishy right there. A dangerous move, because if he gets that ball just a pixel too high, it will bounce flat. Oh, and I'm not sure about letting that ball rebound, but Jacob not able to get anything but the crossbar. 1 minute on the clock. Will Canada take the lead in the series against their favorite opponents? Gambit with a whiff, the pressure starting to get to him. The veteran, formerly considered to be the best player in America. And he'd say so himself that he's a bit rusty at the moment. Squishy, oh, what a redirect by him! Goal of the series so far by the Muffins of the Squishy variety. SadJunior with the pop into the midfield, and Squishy never in a moment did he doubt that he was going to get that one. Beautifully done. Goal of the series, without question. Squishy Muffins is here. He's showing why he deserves this spot on the national team. Beautiful stuff coming out from Canada. Looking for a whitewash in Game 3 over their biggest rivals. Canada's midfield interceptions this game have been just spot on. They have not let the ball go past them. Hardly ever. That's a fantastic... Is it going to go straight down? Oh my goodness, Squishy! How does he know where this ball is going to go? Gambit not able to get on the end of this one, but what's Squishy? What a read by this guy. He's in the air and he realizes the ball's going to come off the curve, and he's already flying back down before the ball even rebounds. Squishy is really putting on an incredible showing right now. What a performance by the youngster. 4-0 in Game 3. Canada looking to take the 2-1 lead. It's bounce shot, Squishy looking for his 4th goal, and he gets it. Or his 3rd goal, my apologies. 5-0 for Canada in Game 3. Not the most powerful of ground shots by Squishy, but Jacob's on the wall with no boost. It's not easy to save from that position. Wow. 5-0. We see there Garrett actually beating Jacob out to the ball, even though Jacob went for the wave dash face-off. USA have got a lot of work to do. Oh wow, SadJunior with the BM. But how is this one going to go? Gambit having a bit of a quiet game right there. I mean, for me, Game 2, the fact that Canada were able to come back and win that one, so important, because they could have been 2-0 down in the series, but instead they equalize, tie things up, and now they've got the lead. So let me just update the Mobile One High Performance Overlay. Oops, sorry, having a bit of tech issues right there. There we go. Beautiful. I'm back in the game. What happened to Jacob's camera settings? Is that really what he's... Is the camera bug back? So USA will be looking to Jacob regardless of camera settings to sort of control the game, much like he was doing in the first game. Because right now it looks like Canada are just reading absolutely everything. What a save by Garrett. Really showing a lot of respect to his opponent right there. Oh, good pass forward, but another read. These guys are struggling to connect their pass plays together because both teams seem to be reading the passes just as well as their opponents. And I'm not a fan. Gambit going up with a crazy angle. Not a fan of that play. That pass was definitely for Garrett, who did actually get a connection onto the ball. It seems like Canada are deciding to sit deep again. Gambit hoping that Garrett is coming forward for this one. Garrett waits, takes his time, and Jacob again causing problems for Canada. But what a play by Lachinio. The clear. Not easy to get that from that angle. And oh my goodness, Canada might take the lead. They do. Lachinio does it all himself here with a little bit of help from Squishy. He gets the original hit in the midfield. Squishy with the shot to take Garrett out of the game. So important that Squishy didn't put that on target, or else Garrett would have had the save. Oh, SadJunior with the BM. He's trying to get inside the heads of his opponents, try and take them down as early as possible. USA are not looking as organized as they did at the start of the series. Garrett caught out by Squishy yet again, and with the boost steal and the center ball coming out, follows up himself, but Jacob is there. Lachinio now, who has been on point with his midfield interceptions. Squishy's up again. He doesn't bring his calculator this time though, because he can't get the angle. Now Gambit goes for the grind shot, Jacob in the follow-up, but he does get challenged by SadJunior. That's a good touch by Gambit. Jacob will be in the play here. He goes for the high hit, trying to take SadJunior out the game, but Sad is ready for that play. Garrett has been definitely the one who's sitting back the most for USA, and he really just needs a little bit more help from his teammates in the way of getting this ball clear. USA are just getting contested so easily in the midfield. Lachinio has been leading the charge in that regard, but the entire Canada roster as a whole have been very on point with their interceptions. They're spreading it really well, and I mean that's quite shocking to me. I thought that this Canada team, were going to be very, very good individually and maybe lacking in the way of rotation. I expected to see a lot of players going for the same ball as their teammates. I expected to see a lot of you know, breakdowns of rotation, but that has not been the case. Canada have been on point. They've been backing each other up. They've been finding space, and more importantly, giving each other space to do what they have been doing, and that is really working wonders against this USA lineup at the moment. Jacob, Garrett, and Gambit have it all to do. If they drop this game, they will need 3 wins consecutively to take down Canada, and this would of course be Canada's 3rd consecutive win. Oh my goodness, a team pinch by Jacob and Garrett. Canada are very happy to just sit back on this lead. Lachinio does well, takes 2 members out of the game, but Jacob is there as always. What a pass midfield by Gambit. Garrett wasn't there, and he can only hit the crossbar. Lachinio is there to clear the ball from the danger. Gambit is still way downfield. Jacob needs to be careful, but he can't get it to safety. Lachinio with his 2nd goal off the game. Oh, and this was never easy for Jacob after him and Garrett just didn't know what to do with this ball. They couldn't take it across the goal because Lachinio was there, but they tried. It was their only option. Wow. 2-0. Canada have scored 7 or maybe, I think it might be 8 or 9 goals in a row. What a dominating performance by them against their rivals. They didn't, I'm sure that they scored the last 2 or maybe even 3 goals in game 2. And then 7 goals. This might be the 10th consecutive goal for Canada. But don't take my word for that, because I don't have a stat man in my ear. I have one headphone with game sound. That is all I've got. That's the production value that we've got to work with. And just the presence right there of Lachinio actually dissuades the USA goalkeeper from hitting the ball. Squishy just continuing to be annoying in the midfield. This guy, they just can't dispossess him, can USA? Jacob, nice air dribble. He's going to go for a pinch pass into the middle. He doesn't get the hardest pinch that he was looking for. SadJunior off the wall. Squishy, or Lachinio's already up. Garrett is there. Gambit definitely has looked a little bit out of the game in this series. Garrett's been sitting back trying to do his best to get the ball clear, but the hard clears just have not been there for USA. Everything that they try to get clear is being dealt with by Canada so easily. They need a little bit more creativity. Oh, that's better. Jacob infield trying to get on the end of a pass from Garrett, but the clean sheet stands for Canada. Looking to go 3-1 up in this best of 7 Canadian Rocket League PugChamp. And that's going to do it. 2-0 in game 4. Canada on an absolute tear right now, and USA have it all to do. Garrett has left the party. Did he think it's a best of 5? Oh, there, he's back. He was probably just changing car. I was like, does Garrett know that we're doing a best of 7? He's quit. Alright, there we go. Garrett is back. He was probably just changing his car. USA, I've got it all to do. It seems like this last minute substitution has not worked well for them. It has not worked well for them, but you know, they still have enough talent on this roster. They have enough experience on this roster. Jacob and Garrett, like I said, for quite a long time now, have been on the 2 most dominant teams in North America in Exodus and NRG, formerly Kings of Urban. And in the minds of many, Jacob and Garrett are, of course, the 2 most consistent North American 3 versus 3 players online. Right, since the stream went down at 0-0, we will restart at 0-0. I'm being told that Canada, we're 1-0 up with a minute and 30 gone, but we're going to start game 5 again. Alright, they're just letting me make the lobby. Okay, let me just get this done as fast as possible. US East. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let me just get this back. Somebody tell everybody to refresh their page. Canada was 1-0 up. Yeah, I know it was 1-0, but we're gonna just restart. Because we can't start. We're not gonna mess around. I mean, USA need all the help they can get. They're getting smashed right here. Canada are absolutely beaning USA. So USA DDoS. Sorry about that, guys. PC crashed, but we're back. Game 5. Canada versus USA. USA with it all to do. They're down 3-1 in this best of 7. Hopefully we can avoid all tech difficulties. Oh, you know what's going to happen? The first time that a goal is scored, my screen is going to freeze for a whole second. Because every time that a goal gets scored, the first goal that gets scored when I start Rocket League, my screen freezes. So just to warn you guys, that is going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't crash my PC. It probably will, now that I've said it. Okay, USA DDoS. They're like, oh no, we're losing. Quick, quick. DDoS Johnny. But no, it was just my PC. It wasn't DDoS. My PC just crashed. It's a bit of an odd one. But regardless, USA 1, Canada 3 in this show match, and there it is. There's the freeze. It's happened. That's the one. That's all that's gonna happen. As Squishy going for a redirect ski, got a bit ahead of it, tried to contort his car to get behind it again. Couldn't do so. And Garrett, we do see now on the Batmobile, he's made that car change. He thinks that that is the change that his team needs in order to get back in this game. As that's a couple of good 50-50s and a chance now for USA to get a goal. Oh, what a save coming out from Squishy! No way, that should have been the lead for USA. After USA did a great job getting that ball forward as quickly as possible in the counter-attack. Jacob leading the attack yet again. He's been a very effective player in attack for USA. Jacob has been a very effective player in that regard. But he's not been able to get the ball towards his teammates. It seems like Canada are reading Jacob's passes just as well, if not more effectively, than Jacob's teammates, Garrett and Gambit, are. Which is surprising, but of course these guys are using comms, so you'd think that with the communication advantage, they would be able to take the advantage in a pass situation. Well, hold that thought. Look at this play by Squishy. He looks for the goalie again and he finds him. Predicting Garrett's jump, denies Garrett from jumping up and getting that save. SadJunior with the lead for Canada. Another goal, and as if it was 1-0 before they decided to, or before my PC crashed, well, we're 1-0 now. Karma has been served. USA continue to struggle in this matchup, to the surprise of many, myself included. And some would point the finger at Gambit for this one, say that he's rusty, that he's not performing as well as he usually does. Maybe he would say so himself, but as far as I'm concerned, Canada have just been quicker. They've had wider rotations. They're getting out of each other's ways fantastically well. Look at the aerial play by Lachinio! And also Squishy and Sad throughout this series have been on point with their rebounds. Incredible stuff, just so early. Lachinio, one of the best players in the world when it comes to rebounds, and showing us why right there. Canada continue their dominance. The PC crash on my end has absolutely not broken their momentum in any way, but that might. Garrett will get the goal off the back of the misplay by Canada. This could be the turn, the change that USA need. That one miss from Squishy. Gambit couldn't get the goal steal. Unfortunately, he's going for the goal line redirects, was Gambit. But he couldn't get that. Lachinio now looking to get this forward once again. I'm seeing a lot of fast rotation out of attacking or offensive positions by Canada players when they realize that they are no longer in the game. Sitting very deep. And USA or Canada's walking straight into the trap, but oh my goodness, calculated? Maybe. Gambit gets the shot on target, but SadJunior. How did he make that save? I thought Gambit was for sure on to an equalizer right there. Well, that's a great pass by the aforementioned. Garrett can't get his second goal of the game. What a play. Gambit actually recalibrating his flight path in order to connect to the ball, but SadJunior falls down on top of it to get the save. These guys showing up not only in offense, also in attack. Jacob with a half flip out of defense, trying to continue the ball forward. Oh my goodness. What just happened? Jacob with his probably his best goal of the day right here. Oh no, Jacob, no, that's not what I like to see, dude. That's not what I like to see. What an own goal by Jacob. He's trying to get some wave dashes, get that one out of his system, but what a play by Jacob. Giving Canada their 2-goal lead back, and another pinch out of defense. If there's one thing that USA are doing well, it's pinches out of defense. They have done this at least twice this game. Rip USA, some might say, but there is still 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. These guys are very talented as players. They need to get their act together though. Jacob trying to bump the goalkeepers off Canada off the line and does so, but SadJunior's there to the rescue. Under a minute left now on the clock. Jacob trying to get this ball centered to Gambit, who pops it high. Where's Garrett? He's all the way back. He really needs to start pushing up aggressively. There's under a minute now left in the game, and a nice pass out of defense by Canada. Are they going to take this in 5 games? This would be 4 wins in a row, games-wise, and they've only conceded once since they started to make the comeback in game 2. 30 seconds left. USA still 2 goals down after that own goal from Jacob. Lachinio getting the ball forward to Squishy, who can't get up high enough this time. Breakaway opportunity for USA. They need to move so quickly. Garrett tries to find Jacob, but Lachinio is there, and that is just the story of the game. Canada reading the passes out of defense so well. These guys, oh my goodness, Lachinio again. He heard me call Squishy's goal in game 2 the goal of the series, and then he tries to do one of his own. Look at that, not even ball cam necessary right there. Unbelievable play. Surely the winning goal for Canada. 4-1. Canada have taken down the USA in incredibly convincing fashion. Wow, what a statement against a very, very talented USA squad who started off the first game so strong. But Canada, the star quality shone through, and the ball will go down, and that is it. GG's. USA 1, Canada 4. How does that make you feel? I know that USA is a large portion of my fan base, so I feel sorry for you guys. That's got to sting. But, you know, beautiful play coming out from Canada. Really, really good to see. Because these guys, especially Lachinio and SadJunior, for their respective teams, get a lot of flack that they're not the best players defensively, that they're not the best players rotationally. But what do we see right there? Great job intercepting the passes that USA were trying to throw in their direction, and USA just had no answer. As soon as their passes started to fail, they just didn't know what to do. And that is that. Let me just finalize that overlay. The final score for anybody just tuned in: Canada 4, USA 1. Beautiful, beautiful scoreline if you're a fan of the maple leaf and maple syrup and pancakes. Oh no, pancakes and maple syrup, is that an American thing? It's probably just a, I mean, why get a, what do you call it? Pancakes and maple syrup is just a every country thing, to be honest. USA is the problem with NA. Oh no. But I have to say, you know, some people might say that Gambit not the strongest third in his current form for USA, but it didn't look like that for me. It wasn't misplays on Gambit's part that was the difference between Canada and USA right there. Canada just had more ability in the air. They were faster. They were getting out of each other's way a lot more. They didn't send 2 people with the same ball anywhere near as much. And yeah, I mean, USA are going to blame Rizzo for sleeping in, so feels bad man for Rizzo, because he was supposed to be the third here for Garrett and Jacob, but he slept in, I believe. The poor boy, he of course is from California, or near California. I know he's 8 hours behind me in the UK, so he did sleep in, as far as I know. But either way, big thanks to SadJunior, Lachinio, Squishy, Gambit, Garrett, and Jacob for joining today. I know it is difficult to get so many people online simultaneously, especially when I'm casting from Scotland, and they are all, of course, across the Atlantic Ocean. But I really appreciate them joining. It was a lot of fun casting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me find some... I'll put on some music before I decide what else I'm going to do right now.